Hello and welcome to What's Cooking Rutland. I'm Bethany, a nutritionist at the Health Department and part of Rutland's Nutrition Coalition that brings you this show each month. So we are approaching September. It's the September show. Hard to believe what happened to that summer. It came and went in a hurry. And it's now back to school time. And so I am so excited to share back to school recipes and menu ideas with Miles Robbason. Come on over. Yay, Miles. Miles is going into 5th grade.
Yep.
Yay, very exciting. And so we have some back to school recipes that
are quick, easy, fun to do, and taste great.
Exactly. And so stuff that any age can do. So last month we were talking about older babies. Those older babies turned into older kids. So now we have the older kid with us today. So I'm so excited. 5th grader Miles. So we are doing some back to school recipes that could be after school snacks or lunches and breakfast.
Yep.
We've got Pizza Palooza. So back to school with Miles is our show, and we have Pizza Palooza, and you know, at some point you are going to see our kitchen here with pizza done a bazillion different ways. I don't even know if you can appreciate with that screenshot all the stuff that we've got here, but there's a lot of stuff here. So we're going to work on some pizzas together, and then we're going to at the very end work on overnight oatmeal, which so my favorite.
Delicious.
And your favorite too.
Yep.
Yay. Awesome.
Love it.
So pizza, we have, what do we have to put pizza on? Like there are so many ways to do pizza here, Miles.
We have whole grain pita, non-whole grain English muffins, and English muffins.
And regular English muffins.
Yeah.
So we're going to work with these as our bases, but I'm also going to get something started that's a little different for a base with a recipe for, it's called a fresh veggie pizza, and it's from, as you know, one of my favorite websites, foodhero.org. And so this is starting with a crescent dough, and so I'm just going to pull you want to help pull these apart with me,
Sure.
Miles? Because I'm like usually really bad with this stuff. So we're going to pull these apart and then toss them into the oven for 10 minutes. While they're in the oven, we're then going to start thinking about our toppings. And Miles is going to really walk you through some pizza, and I'm going to do a weird pizza.
I wouldn't call it weird.
You wouldn't call it weird?
Nope, I'd call it delicious.
I love it. Adventurous.
Yes.
So Miles, what kind of things do you like to cook at home, Miles?
Well, my specialty is eggs normally.
Ooh.
I do really good gourmet eggs with, like, sometimes I put black walnuts in them. Sometimes I just do regular scrambled eggs. But my favorite thing to put in them, it's my secret ingredient. It's half and half and melted butter.
Oh, well, that's
Smooths
clearly
it out,
would make them
crazy,
very
delicious.
gourmet. So these are going into a hot oven or 350 for about 10 minutes. And while they're in the oven, we are going to think about the bases for our toppings. So Miles introduced you to all of the various grains. So notice we're not working with a traditional pizza dough. You can, there are lots of great recipes out there, but we're keeping it really simple. And now we need things to put on top. So Miles has got a really easy no-cook tomato sauce recipe that he's going to put together for you. So I'm going to let you go to town there, and I'm going to cut some mushrooms so that they're ready to go when we have pizza ready to assemble. So what's that recipe over there, that no-cook tomato sauce?
So you basically take tomato sauce, dump it in a bowl, tomato paste, also dump in that bowl.
That probably isn't going to dump really well. You want a spoon? Here you go.
Yeah.
Not
Thanks.
gonna dump well. What I like about making my own or our own pizza sauce in this case is that you get to control the ingredients. So the tomato sauce that Miles put in there was no sodium added, and once he's in there, you're going to see how simple it is for a recipe. And again, you're controlling what you're putting in terms of whether or not you add salt. Well done. So tomato paste, tomato sauce, what else goes in there?
Well, you also take 1 carrot, finely grated,
Okay, so we did that, nice local carrot. So the carrot is instead of having to add sugar, since most of the tomato sauces or pizza sauces you buy in the grocery store have a ton of salt and a ton of sugar. The carrot's gonna sweeten it up a little bit so you don't need it. What else?
1 teaspoon dried oregano.
Yum. Seasonings.
I love oregano. It's
You
one of my
do?
personal favorite spices. It goes great in pizza, eggs. The possibilities are endless.
It does, and that's, yeah, so it's perfect to put into our pizza sauce.
Also, 1 teaspoon dried basil.
And if we wanted to, we could also, we could use fresh basil, and I just have to show you this because I think you've seen it already. So Miles and his mom picked some beautiful basil from their garden today, and so that could also get chopped up and put in, but we're gonna keep it simple and just go with the dried stuff. I've never dried my own basil.
Yeah, us neither.
Yeah, I usually end up turning it into pesto.
I didn't even know dried basil even existed. But
That's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
a great thing. So there's oregano, basil, what else is going in there?
1/2 teaspoon garlic powder.
Garlic powder. Again, if you have mad skills with a garlic press, you could also just use your own fresh clove of garlic and add that instead. But sometimes, depending on who's operating the knives in the kitchen, just working for some of the dried spices can just really be much simpler. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. So just,
Well, that was easy.
yeah, then you just take something, mix them all together. Boom, done.
Well, keep mixing because it
Well-
doesn't look boom done yet.
But yeah, you basically stir it up and then it's done.
Yeah, so. So really easy, a lot less expensive than buying the prepared stuff, and
Fun to make.
very fun to make. And you can use fresh stuff, you can use dried stuff, but I think that some of the key things, there's no salt added to this and there's no sugar added to this, which again, if you're looking at labels in the store, you're just gonna see a ton of it. And it's nice and thick. That tomato
Yeah.
paste did the trick, didn't it? Wow,
Yeah.
I was like, is it gonna be runny? I haven't made this in a while.
Smells
It
delicious.
does smell really, really good. So we now have a red sauce, a tomato sauce, a pizza sauce, a traditional one. We also have some basil pesto. So my last pesto dish from my freezer. And then Miles and his mom brought in garlic scape pesto. So we have a variety of different, we've got our bread bottom and then the next saucy kind of layer.
Mm-hmm.
And then can you describe for everybody what we have around us for toppings, and I'll get rid of this tomato stuff?
Well, we have pepperoni, basil, kale, broccoli, ham, olives, green peppers, mozzarella, goat cheese, cabbage,
Cheddar cheese. Yeah, so mozzarella both shredded as well as in pieces. So, and we're gonna be doing some fruit pizza too.
Yeah.
So do we wanna do these first and get some in the oven?
Sure.
Assuming that crescent dough is gonna come out really quick. So yeah, so this becomes, what I love about this is it's like anything goes. So you can
Yep.
make whatever kind of pizza that you want, which becomes great for you to be able to make your own, so that if you don't happen to like peppers, you don't get stuck with peppers on your
True.
pizza or contaminating a pizza. That could be a crisis for some households, or not for others. So what do you want to use for a bottom?
Well,
We're gonna make pizza side by side and talk about what we're choosing.
I'd say plain English muffin.
Plain English muffin.
Good and simple.
Very good. I'm gonna do a naan because I haven't used naan for pizza before. So can you break it open, or do you need a little knife?
Yeah, I'm not good at breaking them
Okay,
open.
me neither. That's what a quick little paring knife is. And what are you gonna put for the first topping?
Well, I'm thinking of putting broccoli.
I am curious to try some of this scape. So I'm going to do some of the scape, I think, on half of this one. You've got tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know what garlic scapes are?
Yeah, I think they're the top of the garlic plant.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's no longer garlic scape season, but you know, for next spring, folks, if you are planting garlic or see garlic scapes at the farmer's market, you know, snatch them up and turn them into a pesto if you'd like, or just have them. So you're doing some traditional red there with broccoli, and I've got some garlic going on big time in pesto. I'm gonna do some mushrooms on one side. And let's see, there's also some kale here, chopped kale. Do you ever do kale chips at home?
Not really, no.
Have you tried them?
Yeah,
Yeah? You're not a big fan though?
I like them.
You like them?
But
So this is just raw kale chopped fairly fine, but you could also do, if you've done kale chips, throw those extra kale chips on top of the pizza. That'll work. What else do you need?
mozzarella,
Mozzarella. Which one are you gonna choose?
this one.
The shredded version. So besides eggs are your specialty, pizza is clearly going to be one of your specialties if it wasn't already.
Maybe.
Ooh, loading that right up. How fun. And I've got some sliced mozzarella here that I'm going to pile a little bit. Nice job. Put a few pieces. What you going to do with the second one?
I'm gonna put tomato sauce on it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do olives and pepperoni and cheese.
Ah, so different version.
Yep, definitely. Don't do the same pizza twice.
There you go.
Fresh,
Smart.
new.
Yep,
Try
I
it
kind of
again.
sort of have this half and half here. You know what? I'm going to borrow one side of your pan.
Of course, of course.
Thank you. And while we're doing that, I'm going to check. I don't think it's been quite 10 minutes, but I'm going to look to see how well these crescent doughs are doing. Hot pan behind you, my friend.
Okay.
So the crescent dough, these have, you know, nice and brown and toasty, and so we're just going to let them cool for just a few minutes. And while Miles is finishing assembling his, we're going to take what we're not calling a weird pizza, but we're calling a delicious pizza, and put together some of the what's going on top. So what's different about this is we're going to actually have more of a white kind of sauce on top of this one. So I've got some cream cheese in a bowl here, to which I'm going to add a little bit of sour cream and a little bit of mayonnaise. And then that's going to get spread on top, so it's going to be a different version of a white pizza. What are you looking for, my friend?
Can I put some oregano on these?
Of course, of course, of course, of course. There you go.
Thanks.
Yay, what a great idea. So we're going to throw a little bit of mayonnaise and a little bit of sour cream. So in goes the sour cream. What else do you need now? You good?
Can I make another half of these?
Go for it while I mix up stuff.
Okay.
What you gonna do this time?
Well, I'm thinking of doing, for people who like cheese pizzas, I'm thinking of doing a 5 cheese pizza.
Oh, wow.
Or more of a 4 cheese pizza.
Is that English muffin gonna be big enough to handle all of that?
I don't know. I'm gonna do light.
Okay, we'll find out what happens. So side by side, I've got this little sauce going on here, and it also calls for a little basil, or you could add some thyme. I really should be chopping up some of that fresh basil to add to this. I might just chop some up and add it. So this is cream cheese, which is that thick part here that I'm having to stir, mayonnaise and sour cream. And once we have all of these in the oven, we then have fruit pizza. So what are the cheeses that you're putting on top?
Mozzarella.
Mozzarella, shredded mozzarella.
And I'm going light on it so I can put a lot more on.
So there's room for something else?
Yeah.
So I have this weird white mixture that I'm just gonna spread onto these crescents. Now when I first met you, you were telling me that you and your You guys do have like a cooking club thing that you do? Did you have like a cooking club that sent recipes or ingredients? Or am I making that up?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Phew.
called Radish.
Ah, oh, that's your apron.
And monthly or something, they send me a package that has recipes, chat cards, and a special thing, which might be an apron, a spatula, a spoon.
Cool. What's your favorite recipe so far that you've made with that?
Probably the chili mac and cheese.
Oh, that sounds really interesting. Wow. So, hey, are you ready for these to go into the oven?
I'm just gonna do one more pizza.
You have one more that you're doing, and I'm gonna turn up the oven a little bit.
I'm thinking of doing an all meat pizza, or a pretty meaty pizza.
So we have an all cheese pizza followed by an all meat pizza.
Or all pretty much meat pizza.
Got it. So up on the screen there is your WIC code. So if you are a WIC family or no WIC family, let them know to watch this show and, you know, call that code into your local office and let them know what you think you might try for a pizza topping the next time you do pizza in your house, and that will keep food benefits going for another 3 months. So we're really excited to be able to do that for families. And we know some folks are watching. They've been calling and talking about the fruit and yogurt smoothies that we did last month, and I can't wait to hear what people have to say about our pizza.
Gonna be good.
Yeah, it is gonna be good. So I put broccoli on some. I'm gonna put some kale on the others. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for the oven?
Yep.
Yay. Let's see. So I turned this oven up to about 400 degrees, and we'll just keep an eye on it. And while I work on these others, how about fruit pizza, my friend?
Okay.
Fruit pizza zone. What's the deal with fruit pizza?
Well, it's basically just like these pizzas, a slightly different recipe.
Okay.
But it's basically, yeah, like these. But it has fruit instead of meat and veggies and cheese.
Great. And
Delicious.
instead of pesto, what do you use?
Well, cream cheese.
Cream cheese. Awesome. So do you just use like regular English muffins, or do they need to be toasted?
Toasted.
Let's toast them just a little bit.
Toasted.
So I'm going to let you get them toasted. I'll do one of each. Ready? We're going to turn this on. This is a new toaster to me, so we'll see. You're going to let that go. And so there's a lot of different fruit here. So what fruit are you thinking you're going to put on top?
Blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, maybe some blueberries.
Yum.
Maybe some pineapple and mango too.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot of great fruit pizza. What's fun about fruit pizza is it kind of becomes a different kind of snack or dessert, or maybe even a breakfast pizza?
Possibly, yeah.
Could be. Though honestly, any pizza in my house is fine for breakfast. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, a tomato garlicky
True.
one. It's just like pizza's great for breakfast. So these little pizzas have really come together as well. Nice shot there, my little carrot pieces everywhere. And so these we could sprinkle a little bit of cheddar cheese on top, and then they're actually really ready to go. Because of that sour cream cheese, they don't get reheated. So things are baked first. There's our cheddar cheese. I'm going to throw a little cheddar cheese on top, and these are ready to go. So overnight oatmeal is what's going to come next. So while we wait for those English muffins to toast, Miles has a really awesome recipe that's so out of my traditional box for overnight oatmeal. I cannot wait to see it. It's like a tropical fruit oatmeal, which is way more interesting than my standard boring kind. But so my recipe, just because it's so, I can just say it, it's so easy, is 1 part, 1 part, 1 part. And those 3 things are oatmeal, milk, and yogurt. And you just do like 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup, half, 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 quarter, quarter, quarter. It's however much you want to make. And you can use whatever kind of oatmeal you want, whatever kind of milk you want, whatever kind of yogurt you want. So me, I'm pretty boring and I just do plain, plain, plain. So today I'm going to try something a little different. But first we have English muffins that are kind of sort of buried. So I can get them out.
Yeah.
So Miles is going to assemble a fruit pizza over here on this clean countertop while I clear pizza out of the land.
So the first direction is split open the English muffins and toast the halves until lightly browned, which we did.
Done.
And then spread, take cream cheese, 2 tablespoons, fat-free maybe, reduced fat or fat-free cream cheese.
Yeah, and we are using a reduced fat, the Neuchâtel cheese, which is a cream cheese, but it just naturally is lower in fat, just a slightly different variety. So that's what we've got going on over there. Would you measure cream cheese if you were putting it on a bagel?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not. So I think it's just a general guidance, but you can just make it however you want to make it. So overnight oatmeal, once those are put together, let's see if I have room. Nice. So cream cheese and then fruit. And there are lots of different options for fruit. So yeah, lots of berries here, frozen fruit, mango, canned fruit, pineapple.
Yeah. You can measure these, but I'm not going to because it's just all fruit.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
But it would taste good just.
And I often say the more fruit, the better. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know, more is better when it comes to things like fruit. I think the trick is probably just, can you get it into your mouth?
Yeah.
Right? Without it all falling apart. That's often the trickier part. All right. Ooh, change of set here.
All right.
Oh, that's beautiful.
First fruit pizza.
First fruit pizza.
I'm gonna try and make a face on this one.
Oh, that's right, because you had brought in this awesome picture, I don't know where it landed, of all of these great ideas that you can do with making faces and such on pizzas so that they're super friendly and fun. Awesome. Ready? We're going to throw these on a plate so we can get a good picture of them. Woo!
Should I toast the other ones?
Yeah, because we're going to do oatmeal, my friend. So I don't know, Dan, am I in a good place where you can get to this? Yay! Aren't those super fun? So our really, really fun fruit pizzas. I'm going to put them up front with crescents. And you, my friend, talk to me. You're going to sprint down to the other end of the kitchen and talk to me about tropical oatmeal.
So, yeah, it's tropical oats, delicious, easy, quick. And so to do this, you're going to need plain Greek yogurt. Put it in a bowl. Vanilla.
Vanilla yogurt?
Yeah,
Yum.
vanilla. Works the same, I think.
It does.
So a half cup heaping oats.
Okay, I'm just going to pull out these pieces from behind, so just so you know, we'll look at these after. Got it?
Whoops.
That's all right. I've been known to spread a lot of things in this kitchen. So big bowl, so oatmeal.
Coconut milk.
Ooh, yum. That's exciting.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different ingredient. And that was, what was that? That was 2/3 of a cup of coconut milk.
Chia seeds. Or this would also work the same with with ground flax meal.
And what I love, so what Miles has done ahead of time with his mom are these awesome containers with overnight oats that are in 3 different sizes, which once you're set, we'll talk about. and love their containers. Mine is super boring, just a bowl, but I love these with lids. So you're adding a little vanilla.
Vanilla extract, yeah.
You can skip the salt. You're going to add some honey or maple syrup.
Yep. 0 to 2 honey or maple syrup.
Yep, just depends on
Tablespoons,
how
yep.
sweet you want it to be.
Should I do 2 or should I do 1?
Well, I'm always going to vote for just one, but
Okay,
you might
one
want to do 2. Somebody might be saying like, are you crazy, Bethany? You should be going for 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. It's so good. But I'm looking at the list here. We've got pineapple and mango and banana that are going in here, and they're all so sweet. We don't need to add any more sweet to it.
And then canned pineapple,
Yep.
ripe mango,
Yum.
banana, chopped or mashed.
Yep. Ready? We'll find a little space for you to chop some banana. And then you're gonna give it a great quick stir. And I've just, got my bowl of my boring 111 here that I had done the night before. So it's steel cut oats, quick steel cut oats with a little bit of regular yogurt, Greek yogurt, blackberries that I was able to pick the other day. And it just overnight, I had shaken it up in this container and then boom, overnight, there it is. It's beautiful. You can see super thick. What else are you adding?
Coconut flakes.
Coconut
Unsweetened
flakes.
Coconut flakes. And then, when you're done with that,
A big stir. You want me to reach in and cut that banana a little bit
Yeah,
more?
sure.
Ready? Ready? Here we
So
go.
come-
Goopy fingers.
thanks.
You are welcome.
Wow, how do you cut it so thin?
Oh, I kind of been cutting it for a while here, so.
You're a pro.
Hey, occasionally I am. More often I am not. You are totally the pro in doing something so interesting
I don't
for
know.
oatmeal compared to mine. So this is beautiful.
Yours
so
is
then
original.
this, ha 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 ha. He's making fun of me because we talked about how boring
I'm
mine are.
not.
And so there it is. It's all done, right? So
Yep.
it just gets ladled into jars. And so tell me about the jar sizes, Miles.
Well, I have different sizes that we made yesterday. This is a baby size for small kids, and it's 1 scoop of overnight oats. This is a kid size. This is 2 scoops, and this is adult, and this is 3 scoops.
Awesome. Super yummy. And we're just going to take one little look at, so I had brought out this huge buffet of ingredients that if you want to get creative and think outside of Bethany's boring overnight oatmeal box, there are a lot of different things. So peanut butter, almond butter, or Miles and his family introduced me to this mixed nut butter, which is everything but peanuts. Golden raisins, dried cherries, nuts, you name it, it's here. And any of these things can get moved into an overnight oatmeal along with all those fruits that we were putting onto fruit pizza, as I have a random blueberry wandering. And shake it up, stick it into the fridge overnight, and you're done. Miles, we did it. Come look at your
Woo.
pizzas. Let's grab these oatmeals and take a peek. And I don't know, what do we want to sample first?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
These overnight oatmeals have to be, do these have to be done overnight?
They do, because the oatmeal has to like absorb what it's doing. But it is time to do a sample because we are out of time. Can you believe it?
Not really.
Unbelievable. Ready? Have a spoon.
Okay.
And I have a spoon. This is the one you just scooped up. So this hasn't sat, it's gonna be a little crunchy. Ready? Cheers. Let's have some oatmeal.
Woo!
Yum.
Here's to a
Clink.
good school year.
It's a great school year. Thanks, everybody. See you next month. Ooh, the coconut is so good.